Right guys, welcome to the video today. My name is Weaver Gaming and today we're doing a beginner's guide for Tracer. These are little tips and tricks that I found useful when I first started playing Tracer. So we're going to be using this rock as an example. This rock is going to be another enemy player. And basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be blinking through the rock. You can't actually blink through the rock, but with an enemy player you can. So we're going to be blinking through the rock, blinking back, dealing some damage and blinking back through. As you'll see in the video that this is an effective way of playing Tracer. It disorientates your enemies so much that they don't actually understand what is going on. So just jump through, shoot, jump back, shoot, jump back, shoot, and rewind. And deal some more damage if you have to. Normally they would be dead by this point. And now we're going on to some positioning with Tracer. As you can see, I just jumped through the little window at the top and now I'm on the back line, so I can deal damage to supports and also their defensive heroes or Reinhardts. A lot of people don't think that Tracer can get to high points because she's not very useful up on high points, but what they don't realise is Tracer can actually use these areas to get around the map. So as you can see, I'm on top of this building here. Anybody who's flanking round, I can drop down onto, surprise them, deal some damage to them, blink around. But always remember where your health packs are as Tracer, because you're not going to be getting healed by supports very often. See, this is an interesting place for Tracer. You can jump up onto the high ground. You've got a full area of view over everybody. You can jump over here, and this is where it gets interesting. You can jump down onto the little balcony area by here and deal damage to people who are flanking, get to their supports. You can even jump across gaps in the map, such as this example. You can jump straight over, get back to a point fast, or whatever you need to do there. So right, we're going to talk a bit about her equipment. She's got recoil, which has a 3-second rewind time on it. She's got a blink, which she uses in combat and uses to get around the map. Her pulse bomb can be devastating to the enemy team if you combine it with other ultimates. And her pulse pistols deal a lot of damage up close. She's not a ranged character by any means, but she can deal a lot of damage with her pulse pistols. Right, so this is an example of a way of disorientating your enemy. You can blink off the map and rewind back. A lot of people will expect this, for you to rewind back, but it is a way of disorientating them. Just try not to use all your blinks all at once. Right, so we're going to be talking about her pulse bomb. As you can see, I just threw it in a straight line and it didn't go anywhere. If you tilt it up, it will go further, or you can just blink straight on up to a target and just stick them with it and rewind out. The pulse bomb does deal damage to you, so it is important to get out of there as soon as possible. As you can see in the video, I'm going to be throwing a pulse bomb right onto this rock and it's going to kill me instantly. Right, so in this example I'm going to be showing you, I'm going to be taking some damage and I'm going to be rewinding and you'll see all my health come straight back. It's very useful, so let's have a look at the damage of her weapons. Up close, if you're hitting your critical hit, it'll absolutely melt a squishy target. You can jump onto any supports, that's brilliant. Just make sure you're hitting your critical hits and you'll deal damage. Both body shots still deal a lot of damage, but obviously you want the critical hit damage. So this is how I play Tracer. I play her with 30-30, 100 aim assist and smoothing down to 0. I play with smoothing down to 0 because I find it's more snappy to lock onto enemies' heads. And I'm not very good with Tracer, but I find this the easiest way for me. You might find it different. But I also play with Bloom on. I play with Bloom on because it's important to me to know when Tracer's gun is about to start spreading. Any other hero and I have it off. So now we're on to the part of the video where we're going to go on about her pros and cons. So Tracer deals a lot of damage very quickly if she is close. As you can see in the clip, I deal with a Reaper quite easily and I'm not even hitting his head. So Tracer's pros is that she has a low health pool. She only got 150 health, but with her recoil, technically she has about 300. is if you lose, I don't know, let's say you lose 149 health, you recoil, you get 149 health back from the past 3 seconds. So she does technically have about 300, but she is very easy to kill if she's just standing still or she finds herself cornered with no blinks and no recoil. Then she's a sitting duck. She's also a very hard character to master. By all means, I am not a master tracer. I would love to be a master tracer, but I'm not. I don't have the coordination to play tracer. But she is a very hard character to master. So now we're going to get on to talking about who she is strong against and who she is weak against. So Tracer is very, very effective against Mercies and all other supports. She can get behind the back lines very easily and basically disrupt the enemy team's healing. She's also good against tanks. Surprisingly, she is. If there's a Reinhardt shield up, she can blink behind the Reinhardt shield, cause him damage, cause him trouble, cause him to drop his shield, which allows your team to deal more damage to Reinhardt. And if there's any snipers in the area, she can take out the snipers. If they're holding down a certain part of the map, for example, if there's a Widow on top of the high ground and she's holding everybody back and nobody can move because this Widow's got really good aim, then you can get to the high ground and you can either get this Widow to retreat or better, eliminate her. So now we're going to talk about her counters. Winston isn't a direct counter to Tracer, more of an annoyance to Tracer because he has a homing weapon, and if Tracer doesn't have any blinks or recoil abilities, Winston will absolutely destroy her. So the same goes for Symmetra. She can lock onto you quite easily, and she's also got her turrets that slow Tracer down. The amount of times I've been caught in a Symmetra turret has been unbelievable. Honestly guys, it slows you down, allows everybody else to see you and just start instantly shooting at you. So if I was you, I'd be careful of the Symmetra turrets. So let's talk about McCree. McCree's flashbang is devastating to Tracer. McCree flashbangs you and fans the hammer, 9 times out of 10 you're going to die. McCree is probably the biggest counter to Tracer at the moment, so just be careful and try not to get too close to McCree. So Roadhog. Roadhog isn't exactly a counter to Tracer, but he does have the ability to one-shot her, and he also gets the lucky hook off every now and again. We all know what it feels like to get hooked. It's not very nice. And if he does one-shot you, because Tracer's got such a low health pool, it's always, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a one-shot. So Junkrat. Junkrat does counter Tracer in a sense, because if you get caught in his trap, then Junkrat normally does kill you, because Tracer caught in Junkrat's trap happens quite often, because Junkrat always puts his trap down through chokes or through side alleys to get to places where Tracer is commonly found. Right guys, that's going to do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you wish to ask me any questions, you can follow me over on Twitter. I stream daily on Twitch, and I'm happy to help anybody within the community who actually needs any help. I hope this guide was useful. This is just a guide that I personally found to help me, and thanks for watching guys. I'll catch you next time.